Good morning students. Today I want to take a class on process costing theory. Topics covered today: meaning of process costing, normal loss, abnormal loss and abnormal gain in process costing, features of process costing. Let's start. Process costing is a method of costing applied in the industries where goods or services result from a sequence of stages. Each stage or operation is called a process. Each process or operation is a cost center. The cost of material, labor and overhead are collected separately for each center and charged accordingly. The output of each process becomes the input of next process and so on. The product becomes a finished product only after it passes through all the processes. For example, product X is produced through process A, process B and process C. Raw materials purchased from market and it is the input of in process A. Then it added labor cost, overhead and the total of material, labor and overhead is the output of product X. It becomes the input in process B. Then further added labor and overhead in process B. The total of process B becomes the output of process B. It further becomes the input in process C. Then added labor and overhead in process C. The total of process C becomes the product X. It is then transferred to finished goods. Raw materials losses its identity in the first process and the output transferred to next process and so on. The process costing applied in sugar industry, paper industry, oil industry, etc. For example, normal input is 100 kg. There is a output of 90 kgs. Therefore, there is a loss of 10 kgs. This loss may be of normal loss or may be of abnormal loss. The normal loss cannot be avoided mostly. Normal loss may be of heating loss, may be of boiling loss, may be of evaporation loss, may be of shrinkage loss, leakage loss, breakage loss, inherent nature of production process loss, loss of weight, etc. And abnormal loss may be for strike, loss by theft, machine breakdown, substandard materials, faulty planning, poor administration, natural calamity, loss on fire, etc. Now, normal loss may be of two types: weight loss or scrap. Weight loss has no realizable value and scrap has its realizable value. It may be sold out in the market in low rates. Now the accounting treatment or impact of weight loss or scrap. If there is a weight loss, it is credited in the process accounting figures in unit column only. Other two columns will be blank or nil or zero. Since the rate per unit is 0, total column must be 0. Only number of units reduced and per unit and total amount remain unchanged. And if it is a scrap, if it is sold in the market in low rates, it is credited to process account figures in the units column, per unit column and amount column to be filled out. Number of units, per unit cost and total value changed accordingly. And the journal entry for normal loss account debit to process account. Now abnormal loss. It is avoidable to some extent and therefore controllable. Abnormal loss is valued at full cost and credited to concerned process account. Unlike normal loss, abnormal loss is not absorbed by goods units produced. It is credited to process account as balancing figure in the quantity column. Now the calculation of abnormal loss. First step, abnormal loss in units. Input of materials minus normal loss minus output. Suppose 1000 units of material, normal loss is expected 5%, that is 5% of 1000, that is 50. Total of these 950, and if output is 920, then 950 minus 920, that is 30 units, is the abnormal loss units. Now the cost or value of abnormal loss. Cost per unit multiplied by units of abnormal loss is equal to total process cost minus sale value of normal loss divided by units of material introduced minus units of normal loss multiplied by units of abnormal loss. Now accounting treatment of abnormal loss. For total amount of loss, abnormal loss account debit to process account. If there is any sale of scrap out of abnormal loss, cash or bank account debit to abnormal loss. For net abnormal loss, costing profit and loss account debit to abnormal loss account. Now abnormal gain. If actual loss is less than expected loss, that is the normal loss, a gain would arise which is termed as abnormal gain. It is due to superior quality of raw materials. It should be quality of raw materials, efficient labor, advanced technology, etc. Calculation of abnormal gain. Step 1, abnormal gain in units. Output minus input of material minus expected normal loss. Suppose 1000 units input, expected normal loss 5%, that is 50. 1000 minus 50, that is 950, and if output is 960, so 960 minus 950, that is 10 units, the unit of abnormal gain. Now step 2. Step 2 is the cost or value of abnormal gain, that is cost per unit multiplied by units of abnormal gain. Is equal to total process cost minus sale value of normal loss divided by units of material produced, or units of material introduced minus units of normal loss multiplied by units of abnormal gain. Now the accounting treatment for abnormal gain. For total amount of abnormal gain, process account debit to abnormal gain account. For adjustment of abnormal gain with normal loss, or at the rate of sale of scrap, abnormal gain account debit to normal loss. For net abnormal gain account debit to costing profit and loss account. Now the features of process costing. The products are produced in one or more processes process or operations. The products are homogeneous and processes are standardized. The identity of product during the processing stage is not possible. The output of one process becomes the input of next process, and the output of last process is transferred to finished stock. Each process or operation is a cost center. The cost, that is material, labor and overhead, are collected separately for each such cost center and charged accordingly. The output of one process or operations are transferred to another process or operations either at cost or at cost plus profit. The total cost of process is adjusted with normal losses, abnormal gains and scrap of the process. The average cost per unit is calculated by dividing the total cost of operations by the number of output. Thank you. In the next class, I will come with a problem and solution on process costing. If you want to see the next video, please like the video and subscribe my channel. I invite your comments regarding my lecture. Thank you.